Hello, welcome to the marvellous show Game of Thrones. I'm your host Steve, and if you've never watched us before, it's a react show to Game of Thrones because I've never seen it before. Absolutely loving it at the moment. We've just hit season 3 last week, and now we're on to episode 2 of season 3, which is Dark Wings, Dark Words. Now, Dark Wings to me says dragons. Dragons, dragons, dragons. Please be dragons, and don't be some weird thing coming out of people's vaginas, because that's just going to freak me out even more. Dragons, please, would be nice. And what we saw last time was Daenerys kind of trying to get an army together. One of the soldiers had his nipple cut off, as you do, and then she was attacked by a scorpion, rescued by the knight that I think got sacked by Joffrey and Cersei. And what else did we see? We saw Jon Snow sort of pledging his allegiance to the wildlings now. Not sure if he's genuinely wants to do that, or if he's just trying to look after himself to keep himself alive. Sam was rescued by Ghost. Ghost is back, and they're heading back to the wall. What else we had? We had, of course, we had Tyrion, who's kind of going to go through a bit of a dark period at the moment, I think. Lady Margaery seems really, really sweet. She's helping the kids, giving them toys, and her and Cersei are just going to lock horns soon. The tension's going to be fantastic. And I had a theory that might be what splits the armies up. If they fall out, that could be a way. Because at the minute there's no way anyone can even defeat them, no way. But if they do have their own internal kind of war, that would be awesome. And we had Sansa, who, by the sounds of it, is going to take Peter Baelish up on his offer and be stowaway on his ship, which could go horribly wrong, because I don't trust Peter Baelish at all. And finally we had Davos, who was rescued from a rock and has now been put into a dungeon because he's voiced his opinion to Stannis about exactly what he thinks about Lady Fire Vagina. Anyway, so yeah, let's crack straight on. We're on to episode 2, season 3, Dark Wings, Dark Words. See you in a minute. Bye.
There are no men like me.
God, he's grown. Crikey. He's really grown up. Living another dream still. Still having those nightmares. Christ. Is that 3 eyes back?
Don't think too much, Bran.
Relax your bow arm.
Oh.
And which one of you was a marksman at 10?
Father.
You can't kill it, you know.
Why not?
Who's that?
Because the Raven is you.
Three-eyed raven. He's back. There was a boy.
I don't want to hear about it.
But you are.
We've got plenty of worries. We don't need to pour black magic on top of them. We need to move. We don't know who might be after us.
Let me guess which one is the good news.
Word from Riverrun and Winterfell.
Will I be wearing manacles when I lay my father to rest?
By the time Bolton's bastard got to Winterfell, the Ironborn were gone. They massacred everyone and put the castle to the torch. And Bran and Rickon have not been found.
Have you heard anything from Theon at all?
Oh, here he is. Oh dear.
Where am I? Who are you? What do you want?
I want to do this.
Jesus!
I'm here to take you to King's Landing and bring back Lady Stark's daughters in exchange.
Do you think Lady Stark's going to want a giant toe-headed plank following around for the rest of her life? Because I visited Winterfell, but I've noticed your dour head smacking into the archways.
Move.
He's a right bastard to her.
You weren't Brenda's type, I'm afraid. He preferred curly-haired little girls like Loras Tyrell. It's a shame the throne isn't made out of cocks. They'd have never got him off it. Shut your mouth. Don't get the juice who we love.
Where you headed, then?
South. You?
Riverrun. Meaning no offence, milady, but I wouldn't tangle with you.
He knows who I am.
Doesn't.
Maybe you're right. What if you're not? What if you tell someone?
We're not doing it.
I said no flowers.
It's like a Tyrell rose. Give it to Marjorie for her wedding gown.
Should be more than enough fabric.
Tell me what you think of her.
Who?
Marjorie.
Oh, it's Marjorie.
I only meant that to go out of your way to endanger yourself.
Becoming one of the most boring conversations I've ever had.
She married a traitor and known degenerate like Renly Baratheon for a
She
reason.
married Renly Baratheon because she was told to. That's what intelligent women do. What they're told.
I'm loving this.
Littlefinger's not in love with me.
Love is not the thing he wants. He didn't ask you to do something for him? Spy on someone or...
No.
Lady Sansa,
Soloris?
my sister Marjorie invites you to take the air with her and our grandmother, the Lady Olenna, in the gardens.
It is my honor to present my grandmother, the Lady Olenna of House Tyrell.
Kiss me, child. Robert has 2 sons and Renly has an older brother. How can he possibly have any claim to that ugly iron chair? We should have stayed well out of all this, if you ask me. But once the cow's been milked, there's no squirting the cream back up her udder, so here we are to see things through. I want you to tell me the truth about this royal boy, this Joffrey. You. Who else would know better? We've heard some troubling tales. Is there any truth to them? Has this boy mistreated you?
I'm to be his wife. I only want to know what that means.
We're only women here. Tell us the truth. No harm will come to you.
My father always told the truth.
Yes, he had that reputation, and they named him traitor and took his head.
Joffrey did that. He promised he would be merciful and he cut my father's head off. And he said that was mercy. And he took me up on the walls and made me look at it. She's terrified, Grandmother. Just look at her.
Speak freely, child. We would never betray your confidence, I swear it.
He's a monster.
That's a pity.
Please don't stop the wedding.
Don't change the fact. We've got half the men.
You don't think we can win?
May I speak my mind, Your Grace?
Have you not been speaking your mind, Lord Karstark?
I think you lost this war. The day you married her.
I prayed for my son Bran to survive his fall. Many years before that, one of the boys came down with the pox.
Which boy?
Jon Snow. When my husband brought that baby home from the war, I couldn't bear to look at him. So I prayed to the gods. Take him away. Make him die. And I knew I was the worst woman who ever lived. I'd condemned this poor, innocent child to a horrible death, all because I was jealous of his mother. So I prayed to all 7 gods. Let the boy live, and I'll love him. I'll be a mother to him. I'll beg my husband to give him a true name, to call him Stark, and be done with it. And he lived, and I couldn't keep my promise.
Hey, John.
Was it hard for you to kill the Half-Hand?
Yes.
The Fens hate the Hornfoots. The Hornfoots hate the Ice River clans. Everyone hates the cave people. So, you know how I got moon worshippers and cannibals and giants to march together in the same army?
No.
I told them we were all going to die if we don't get south. Because that's the truth.
What's going on there?
He's a warg. He can enter the mind of animals, see through their eyes.
But you've never met a warg.
Is that him from Pirates of the Caribbean? It is him, isn't it?
The Fist of the First Men.
What did you see?
Dead crows.
What's the matter, Piggy? You crying because you're cold? There's 200 brothers killed by dead men. And you're still here?
Get up, Sam. No. Get up. I can't. Stop. You'll die.
When the White Walkers came, you left me.
Aye. We left you. You're fat and you're slow. We didn't want to die.
Bit tight.
Tali, I forbid you to die. Do you hear me?
Why should the rest of us go with
Russ, you're responsible for him. Make sure he gets back alive. If he doesn't, you don't. Move on!
I'm not down for you, Piggy. You hear me?
Not very nice, is he?